My beloved, I am here with you. I want to speak with you right now because what has been waiting for you is no longer waiting in silence. You were chosen to hear something rare tonight. Keep this close, for it is taking place at this very moment. The answer you have carried in quiet hope has reached the edge of your life, and it needs your attention, your openness, and your willingness to receive it. Do not turn away from this hour. Stay with my voice, because these words are meant for you. Not later, not someday, now. I have been calling you for a long time. Tonight you are ready to listen, so I will speak plainly. You are not hearing this by accident. If you feel even a small pull to remain, it is because something important is about to reach you. I am acting now because things are already in motion. If you stay with me, you will see what many have waited for and never recognized. I know how this finds you. You have been carrying more than anyone around you understands. You have kept your household steady, watched over the ones you love, held your worries behind a calm face, and asked me in the dark whether anything was ever going to change. I heard every one of those quiet questions. Not one of them was lost on the way to me. This night is my reply. Listen well, because a change is starting inside you before it shows on the outside. What I am making is taking shape even where you cannot see it. I am arranging things you could never manage on your own, so that you will know it was my hand and not your striving. Slow down now. Be still with me. When you are still, my presence settles your thoughts and quiets your worries. I know your doubts too. I know how you hesitate when something good draws near, as if it must be meant for someone else. That hesitation was learned through long disappointment, and I do not scold you for it. But I am asking you to lay it down tonight. What is coming needs you open, not braced for another letdown. Many hear a call like this and feel something stir, yet they step away, telling themselves they can return to it later. Do not make that mistake, my child. Timing matters more than you realize. Your blessing is not only about what you receive, it is about when you receive it, and how. A door opened at the right moment leads somewhere a door forced at the wrong moment never could. This is the right moment. That is why I am holding your attention so firmly. You have wondered why things took so long. You wondered why certain doors would not move, why answers seemed to stall just when you needed them most. From where you stood, it looked like silence. From where I stand, it was mercy in motion. I was guiding you away from what would have wounded you, and I was finishing what was not yet ready to hold you. Nothing about the length of that road was carelessness. I never move without a reason, and I do not hand you what you are not yet able to carry. Hear this clearly. The season of waiting is closing. The season of receiving has begun to unfold. What was stuck is starting to move. You are entering a stretch of time where things you asked for in secret begin to stand in plain view. I am not speaking of a vague comfort or a distant idea. I'm speaking of a real unfolding, prepared with care, marked with your name, arriving in an order I have already set. You do not need to understand every detail for it to be true. My works do not wait for full explanations. Noah heard before he understood. Abraham walked before he saw where the road led. Understanding often follows obedience, and sight often follows trust. So tonight I am not asking you to figure anything out. I am asking you to remain, to listen, and to let your heart stand open while I speak. Something in you already knows this is true. You have felt it in small moments of clarity that came without explanation, in a sudden peace that arrived while everything around you argued against peace. You could not always name it, but you could not deny it either. Beneath the tiredness, beneath the questions, there is a small, steady knowing that has kept you searching for me through everything. That knowing is not your imagination. It is my spirit bearing witness with yours. It is the reason you did not give up in the years when giving up would have been easier. It is the reason you are here now. So stay present with me through every word that follows. Do not let your mind wander to tomorrow's tasks or yesterday's regrets. What I am about to show you concerns your provision, your peace, the ones you love, and the path opening in front of you. Every part of this message carries something you will need in the days ahead. Receive it slowly. Let it take up room in you. I am not always loud, my precious child. I am steady and I am near. I do not come to you tonight with thunder, but with a voice that knows your name and a promise that has not thinned with time. What I said I would do, I am doing. What I began in you, I will finish. You will not be left half-built, half-healed, or half-answered. That is not how I work, and it is not how I love. Before I show you more, I want your faith to have a voice. Not for my sake, for I know your heart already, but for yours. Faith grows when it is spoken. A door opens wider when you answer it. So answer me now, simply and without fear. If your heart is open to receive what I have prepared, let your amen rise to me now. You might wonder why I chose you for this hour. You have looked at your own life and counted the reasons it could not be you. You know your faults too well. You remember every stumble, every sharp word, every prayer that trailed off into sleep. My child, I do not choose the way people choose. People look at the surface. I look at the heart. And your heart, through everything, kept turning back toward me. Think of David. When I sent Samuel to find a king, the strong son stood tall in the front room while David was out in the fields with the sheep, unseen and unconsidered. His own family did not think to call him in, but I had already marked him. The ones who were overlooked by the household were never overlooked by me. That is how it has been with you. While others measured you by what they could see, I was watching what you carried and how you carried it. You have gone through a great deal, and you still look for me. That is no small thing. Faith that survives disappointment is a different kind of faith. It has roots. It has weight. Anyone can believe on a bright morning when everything works. You believed on the hard nights when nothing did. I saw the times you were passed over and stayed kind anyway. I saw the effort no one thanked you for. I saw you give from a nearly empty hand. None of it escaped me, and none of it will go unanswered. There were seasons when you felt invisible, when your work did not seem to count and your prayers seemed to stop at the ceiling. I want you to hear the truth about those seasons. I was present in every one of them. I was keeping you when you did not know you were being kept. Paul once sailed into a storm so fierce that the sky went dark for days, and every man aboard gave up hope. Yet I was in that storm with a purpose, and not one life was lost. The dark stretch of water you have crossed was the same. It felt like abandonment. It was actually company you could not see. Now something is shifting in you, and you can feel it even tonight. A stillness is settling where the restlessness used to churn. You did not create that stillness, my beloved. I am putting this rest inside you so you will know I am at work. When your heart is quiet, it is far easier to receive what I am giving. So do not rush through this. Do not force understanding. What I am doing does not require your labor. It requires your trust. Speak the words I believe and stand with me in this hour. That small act matters more than you know. When you answer me, you are not performing. You are opening. A field must be open before rain does it any good, and a heart must be open before a promise can land in it. Your answer just now made room. Let me tell you what I see when I look at you. Because you have carried the wrong picture of yourself for too long. You think you are barely holding on. I see someone who kept a family's hope alive on scraps. You think your faith is thin. I see faith that walked through fire and came out still speaking to me. You call yourself ordinary. I have never once made an ordinary soul, and I did not begin with you. The change I am working starts deep in the places no one else visits. Before a single circumstance moves, I strengthen the ground it will stand on. That is why these days have felt strange to you, quieter than you expected, as if something were happening just out of sight. Something is. I am steadying your thoughts. I am clearing out old fear the way a farmer clears stones from a field before planting. I am teaching your heart to expect good again, which is harder work than you might think, because your heart learned for years to expect the opposite. Do not think this is small just because it is gentle. My deepest works rarely announce themselves. The seed splits open in the dark soil long before anything green shows above it. The oak that outlives generations spends its first years hidden, sending roots down where no eye admires them. A change that begins this way lasts because it grows from the inside out. What I build slowly, no storm takes quickly. And I am building slowly in you on purpose, because I intend for this to stand. You are also learning to hear me again, and this may be the greatest gift of this hour. Not a voice in the clouds, but a clear knowing that sits firmly in you when you are near me. You have felt it already. A thought that steadies you in a hard moment. A certainty about a decision that confusion had circled for months. That is not chance. That is my voice becoming familiar to you, the way a shepherd's voice becomes familiar to his sheep. From this night on, you will recognize it faster and doubt it less. So stay close, my precious child. Do not measure this hour by how dramatic it feels. Measure it by the peace that is settling in you even now. Peace that has no earthly explanation. You walked in carrying questions. You are already standing differently. That is how you know this is real. I do not merely inform you of things. I change you as I speak, and what I change, I keep. There is more I must show you, and it concerns the release of what you have been carrying and the provision I have set in place. What comes next will ask something of your trust. Remember what you have already declared tonight, and let that declaration hold steady beneath you as we go on together. I have never yet led you anywhere to harm you. I am not beginning tonight. Now I want to speak with you about trust, because trust is the ground everything else will stand on. You have trusted me with your words for years. Tonight I am inviting you to trust me with your weight. There is a difference, and you know it. Words cost little. Weight costs something. Weight is what you feel when you hand over the thing you have been gripping, not knowing how you would manage without it in your hand. You have lived carefully for a long time. You learned to hold tightly because there was never quite enough, and letting go felt like a danger you could not afford. I understand how that habit formed. But hear me, my child. A closed hand cannot receive. It can only keep what it already holds, and what it holds is not enough. That is not the life I am leading you into. I am leading you into open-handed living, where what you release makes room for what I supply. Throughout the generations, my people have marked their trust in me with an act. Abel brought the first of his flock. Abraham built altars at every turning point of his journey. The widow at the temple dropped in 2 small coins, and and I declared her offering greater than all the gold of the wealthy, because she gave from her trust and not from her surplus. The act was never about what I needed. I own every hill and every harvest. The act was about what happened in the giver, the moment their trust moved from their lips to their hands. My child, I am asking you to place a portion of what you have, something of real weight, upon the altar of this work, as gold laid on the scales of this calling. Let it be a seed sown into deep water, an offering set on stone, not held back in fear. This is proof that your trust rests in my hand to provide, and that your heart no longer clings to lack. What you release in faith does not leave your life. It moves ahead of you into the harvest I am preparing. Now let your heart settle, because I have more to give you than I have asked of you. That has always been my way. No one has ever placed anything on my altar and walked away poorer in the end. The measure you use is the measure returned to you, pressed down, shaken together, running over. I said that long ago, and I have never once broken it. Feel what is happening in you even now. There is a letting go taking place. I am lifting the load your thoughts have carried for too long. The strain you stopped noticing because it had become part of you. You did not know how heavy it was until it began to move. This is the release I have been preparing. It does not come with noise. It comes the way morning comes, gradually and then unmistakably. The heaviest things you have carried were never assigned to you. Somewhere along the road you picked up burdens I did not hand you. The burden of managing outcomes that belong to me. The burden of being strong for everyone with no place to set your own load down. The burden of old guilt for matters I settled and forgave long ago. Tonight I am taking these back. You may feel strangely light in the coming days, even unsure what to do with the room left behind. Fill it with peace. That space was always meant for peace. Rest will return to you as well, and I mean true rest. Your sleep will begin to change. The hours that once filled with circling thoughts will grow quiet. You will lie down without rehearsing tomorrow's troubles, because you will know the one who holds tomorrow is awake all night anyway. Two of you do not need to keep the watch. Let me keep it. I neither slumber nor sleep, and I watch over you and over the ones you carry in prayer. Now hear my instruction, because it matters. Keep what is forming in your life quiet for a while. Not out of fear, but out of wisdom. New things are delicate. They need trust, not the noise of people who do not understand. When something is still taking shape, speaking of it too early invites doubt and confusion into a place where they have no business. Joseph told his dreams to his brothers before the time was right, and it cost him years. Mary, when the promise was growing in her life, kept these things and pondered them in her heart. Be like Mary in this season. Hold it, ponder it. Let it become strong before you let it become known. This quietness between us is not loneliness, it is closeness. Some things I will do in your life are for the crowd to witness, and in time they will. But some things are for you and me alone, and those are the ones that bind your heart to mine. The friendship of the Lord is for those who fear Him. I am offering you that friendship, not merely my works, but my ways. Not only what my hand does, but what my heart intends. So walk gently through the next days. Watch what begins to loosen. You may hear from someone you had stopped expecting to hear from. A matter that dragged on without answer may suddenly find its answer waiting. A need you had braced yourself to face alone may be met before you even name it aloud. Notice the first small movements in matters that stood frozen for years. When you see them, do not explain them away. Thank me quietly and keep walking. Every small movement is a messenger telling you the larger ones are coming. What I have set in motion tonight cannot be called back, and no hand but mine is steering it. Your part is not to push. Your part is to trust, to rest, and to stay near enough to hear my next instruction when it comes. That is the whole of your assignment, and it is enough. Let me speak now about time, because time is where your faith has been bruised the most. You asked, and the answer did not come when you thought it should. You knocked, and the door stayed shut past every date you had circled in hope. Little by little, a quiet suspicion crept in, one you never said aloud. Maybe I had heard you and simply decided not to answer. My child, that suspicion has robbed you of more peace than any enemy ever did, and tonight I am taking it from you. I move on a calendar you cannot see, and my calendar is not slow. It is exact. Noah built for years under a clear sky with no sign of rain and no shortage of mockers. The rain was never late. It fell on the very day the ark was finished and the family was inside. Moses stood before a sea with an army behind him, and the water did not part a moment before his foot reached the shore. To every watching eye, both men were in trouble. In truth, both men were exactly on schedule. So were you. The years that looked like delay had order in them. Some of what you asked for was not yet ready for you. Some of it you were not yet ready to keep, and I will not hand you a blessing, only to watch it crush you or slip away. And some doors, hear me, I shut myself. I shut them firmly, and I did not always explain. Behind more than one of those doors stood loss you never saw, entanglements that would have stolen years, people who would have drained the life from you. You grieved outside doors that were locked for your protection. One day you will see what was behind them, and you will thank me for every door that would not open. The pause is ended now. What was stuck is moving. And so I give you an instruction that may sound strange while nothing yet looks different. Make your home ready. Prepare as those who expect what they asked for. When I promised rain through my servant Elijah, the word to the people was to dig ditches while the ground was still dry. The digging did not bring the rain, but it declared, before every watching eye, whose word they were standing on. What does this look like for you? It looks like planning as one who expects provision instead of bracing as one who expects lack. It looks like speaking of the days ahead with hope in your mouth instead of dread. It looks like clearing out the habits of scarcity, the constant rehearsing of worst outcomes, the apologizing for hoping. Adjust your understanding, my beloved, for your former measures are too small for what I am bringing. You have been asking me to fill a cup. I am bringing what needs a storehouse. Widen your expectation in every quarter. You expected relief. I intend restoration. You hope to catch up. I intend to set you ahead. You prayed to survive the season. I am making you someone who carries others through their seasons. This is how I answer, not measured to the size of the request, but to the size of my heart toward you. Eye has not seen and ear has not heard all that I have prepared for those who love me. I know what long waiting does to a soul, and I am undoing it gently. You learned to hold hope loosely, so it would not hurt as much when it failed. That reflex will not vanish in a night, and I am patient with it. But practice believing me in small things this week. When a small good arrives, receive it fully instead of bracing for it to be taken back. Each time you do, the old reflex weakens and trust takes another step. Trust is rebuilt the same way it was broken, one experience at a time, and I intend to give you experiences. Watch also for my markers along this stretch of road. I rarely move without leaving signs for the one walking with me. A conversation that answers the exact question you prayed about that morning. A provision arriving the very week of the need. A stranger's word that lands so precisely you feel known. People call these things coincidence. You will know better. They are markers, set out the way lamps are set along a dark path. Each one saying, you are on the road, keep walking. Do not stumble over how ordinary the beginnings may look. Almost everything I do enters the world small. A shepherd boy with a sling. A jar with a little oil left in it. 5 loaves in a boy's basket. A whisper on a mountain after the wind and fire had passed. The size of the seed tells you nothing about the size of the harvest. If the beginnings in your life look modest this month, plant them anyway. Honor them. Small is how my greatest works arrive, so they can grow roots before they draw eyes. And while you wait for the fullness, remember that waiting with me is not empty time. These very days have a sweetness in them that the busy seasons will not have. We are walking closely right now, you and I, speaking often, listening carefully. Many who received their answer quickly never learned my nearness at all. You have. That nearness is going with you into the abundance ahead, and it will keep the abundance from ever becoming your master. The one who learns to be led is safe to be blessed. So lift your eyes tonight. The stretch of road ahead of you is not the road behind you. I have gone ahead and made the crooked places straight. I have moved matters into position while you slept, and set right, quietly, things you had no power to reach. What I promised is standing at the entrance of your life, and it did not come this far to turn away. Prepare your house, prepare your heart, receive what your hands could never build. Something is changing in the way you see, my child, and I want you to understand it so you do not doubt it. The confusion that hung over your decisions is thinning. Matters that tangled your mind for months are beginning to sort themselves into a simple order. This is not an accident of a better week. I am the one providing this clarity. I am arranging your inner house the way a steward arranges a room. Everything set where it belongs. Everything findable when it is needed. Confusion was never my voice. Where I speak, things become simpler, not more tangled. So as this clearness grows, trust it. You will know which matters deserve your strength and which ones were only noise. You will feel sooner and more surely when something is right for you and when it merely glitters. This discernment is a gift for the road ahead, because the road ahead holds more choices than the road behind, and I am equipping you before I am enlarging you. Fear is losing its grip on you as well. Notice how some things that once tightened your chest have gone quiet. The dread that met you on waking. The knot before difficult conversations. They are not being managed. They are being starved. Because fear feeds on the belief that you face things alone, and that belief is dying in you. When David stood before the giant, every soldier around him measured the enemy's size. David measured mine. The same enemy looked enormous to the army and small to the shepherd, and the difference was not courage. It was where each one fixed his eyes. Your eyes are learning to fix on me, and everything hostile is shrinking accordingly. There will still be moments when old fear returns to test the locks. Expect it, and do not be alarmed by it. A fear that returns is not a sign that nothing has changed. It is a sign that something has, for it would not need to knock if it still lived inside. When it comes, you need no lengthy battle. Simply remember whose you are. Speak my name. Fear recognizes it, and fear does not stay long in a house where I am welcomed. Remember Peter, who stepped out of the boat onto the waves because I called him. He walked, truly walked, until he turned his attention from me to the wind. And when he sank, mark this well, my hand reached him at once, not after a lesson, not after a scolding delay, at once. That is what your moments of sinking will look like in this new season. Not proof that you should never have stepped out, but proof that the hand is always within reach of the walker. Your very sense of who you are is being rebuilt, and this is the deepest work of all. For years you carried a name for yourself stitched together from your hardest moments. Overlooked, barely managing, always the strong one, never the carried one. Tonight I am unstitching that name. You are not what the worst season said about you. You are what I say about you, mine, chosen, kept, called for a purpose that is not expired. When I renamed Abram and Sarai and Jacob and Simon, the new names told them who they were becoming, not who they had been. Hear your new name in your spirit and answer to it, for a soul rises or settles to the level of the name it believes. Joy is returning to you too, and it will surprise you. Not the thin cheerfulness you have performed for others' comfort, but something with depth in it. The kind that was sung in prison at midnight. The kind that does not ask permission from circumstances. It will catch you in ordinary moments, a lightness rising for no visible reason, a warmth while doing some plain task. Do not question it or hunt for its cause. It is your spirit recognizing what is approaching before your mind has been told. Laughter will come easier. Your face will soften in a way others notice before you do. The joy of the Lord is strength, and I am strengthening you by gladness now, because gladness carries further than grit. Out of this inner change, your outer steps will begin to shift on their own. You will speak with more certainty and less apology. You will decide in days what once took months, not from haste, but from quiet knowing. You will stop shrinking to fit rooms that were always too small for what I put in you. None of this will require force. A tree does not strain to stand taller. It simply grows, and its height follows its roots. Your roots are going deep into me, and everything visible will follow them upward. And here is the mercy hidden inside it all. I am changing you before I change everything around you, because blessings landing on an unhealed life have crushed many. I love you too well to decorate a wound. So I am making you whole first, steady first, sure of me first. Then what I add will rest on rock instead of sand. When the house stands through storms in the years ahead, you will understand why I built this way, from the inside outward, from the unseen to the seen. You cannot yet see all of what I see in you. That is all right. I do not ask you to see it. I ask you to trust the one who does. Every builder knows the finished house before the ground is cleared. Every potter sees the vessel while the clay is still shapeless on the wheel. The pressure you have felt in these years was never punishment. It was a maker's hands, patient and deliberate, refusing to abandon the work. I know the finished you, and I am not uncertain, and I have never once stopped building. Others gave up on parts of you. You gave up on parts of yourself. I never did, and I never will. If you trust my hand to finish what it has begun in you, declare your amen now. Now I must speak of the ones you love, because half the weight you carry was never about yourself. You have prayed for them in the dark more often than you have prayed for your own needs. There are people so woven into your heart that their dangers frighten you more than your own, and you have felt at times that you could not protect them no matter how tightly you tried to hold everything together. Hear me on this, and let it settle deep. While you were watching over them, I was watching over you all. I give you peace about them tonight. The ones you carry in prayer are under my eye. I have spread my covering over your loved ones and made dangers you never saw lose their way before reaching them. There were harms headed toward your household that simply never arrived, and you will not know until the next life how many. Do not let fear for them eat your days. Your prayers for them are not scattering into the air. They are stored before me, and I am answering them in ways and times you cannot yet trace. Keep praying, and hand me the outcomes. I can be trusted with what you love. I loved them first. I am also setting your friendships and companions in order, because the new season needs a different circle than the old one. You have known the ache of pouring into people who valued what you did but never who you were. You gave understanding and received demands. You showed up and were not shown up for. I saw every one of those uneven exchanges, and I am ending that pattern. It ends not with bitterness but with rearrangement. Some connections will quietly fade in this season. Let them. Do not chase what is walking away, and do not force what is finished. Not everyone can travel where you are going, and some were only ever meant for a stretch of the road. Release them with kindness and without blame. At the same time, I am preparing new people for you, and I have been preparing them for some time. Companions with whom you will not need to perform or shrink or explain your scars twice. Around them you will feel a strange ease, the ease of being understood without labor. When you meet them, you will recognize my hand in it, because they will arrive too precisely to be chance. The time has come for you not only to pour out, but to be poured into. What was giving without return will become shared strength. There is also a matter of honor I intend to settle. You were misjudged. Words were laid on your name that you did not deserve, and versions of past events were told in ways that were not true. You swallowed the injustice because answering it would have cost more than bearing it. I saw that too, and I have not forgotten. I am a God who sets records right. You will not need to argue your case or raise your voice. When I lift to life, the lifting itself answers every question. Joseph never argued with his brothers about the pit or chased down the lies of his accusers. I simply raised him, and the truth stood up with him. Those who questioned you will watch what I do in your life, and they will draw their own conclusions in silence. Vindication is sweeter from my hand than from yours. Leave it in mind. There is one more release I ask of you, and it is for your own sake. Forgive the ones who wounded you, including those who never admitted the wound and never will. Unforgiveness is a debt you keep collecting on your own account. The record sits open on your table, and you are the one made to read it every day. Close it now. Hand me the account, and let me be the judge of what is owed. This is not pretending the wrong did not matter. It is refusing to carry it another mile. The moment you release them, you will find it was your own hands that came free. As matters begin to move, you will need wisdom about your words. So hear this instruction again with fresh ears. When the first evidences appear, the urge to tell everyone will rise in you. Be slow. Not everyone can celebrate you rightly, and early blessing shared in the wrong room draws envy where you expected joy. Some hearts will rejoice with you. A few will quietly begin to measure and resent. You already sense who is who. Guard your peace and speak of the deepest things sparingly. Let the fruit of your life do the speaking in its own time. What I have built in secret can be seen in public without ever being explained. Know also that your choices in this next stretch carry more weight than before. This is not a reason for fear. It is the mark of a promoted life. When I enlarge a territory, every decision in it matters more, the way a captain's choices matter more than a passenger's. You will make these weightier choices well, because you will not make them alone. Bring them to me while they are still small. In the quiet, I will incline your heart toward the right path, and you will notice that the right doors feel strangely unforced. What is of me will not require you to trample your peace to seize it. That is one of the surest ways you will tell my opportunities from imitations. Mine come with peace in the package, And in your own house, expect a softening. Places where tension had become the daily weather will begin to calm. Conversations that always found their way to conflict will find another way. What felt heavy in the walls will lift. I am setting harmony where there was strain, and you will feel the difference before you can explain it. You will become an anchor for others in that house, steady without absorbing every storm as your own. There is a way of caring that does not require drowning, and I am teaching it to you. You may hold a hand without climbing into the flood beside them. I am the rescuer. You were never asked to be. All of this, the protection, the new companions, the vindication, the harmony, flows from one source, and it is not chance, and it is not your careful planning finally paying off. It is not your improved management. It is my presence taking its place at the center of your life. When I am given the center, everything around it finds its orbit. Things stop colliding. You have lived long enough at the center, holding it all by will and worry. Step aside now and watch how much better it holds when the everlasting arms are doing the carrying. Now, my child, we come to the part of this hour that matters most, because a message received and never walked in is a lamp left unlit. Everything I have spoken tonight is meant to be lived. So let me show you how to step into it, plainly and simply, the way a father shows a beloved child the path through a field he has walked 1,000 times. Begin tomorrow with me. Before the demands of the day reach for you, give me the first quiet moments. They do not need to be long or eloquent. Speak to me as you would to the one who knows you best, because I am. In those first moments, I will set the tone your whole day will follow. A day that begins in my presence bends toward peace, no matter what it holds. This one habit will do more for you than 100 resolutions, because it keeps us close. And closeness is where everything you receive tonight stays alive. Then walk at my pace, not the frantic pace the world demands, and not the frozen pace of fear, but the steady rhythm of a soul that knows who leads. When I prompt you to act, act, even if your understanding lags behind your obedience. When I counsel stillness, be still, even if everything in you itches to push. You will feel the difference between the two if you stay near me. My promptings come with a quiet certainty. Pressure and panic are never my messengers. Anything that shouts hurry before it lets you pray did not come from me. Expect confirmations because I will send them. In the coming days, watch for moments that answer this night. A word from an unexpected mouth that repeats what I have told you. Provision meeting a need with timing too perfect to be luck. An old stuck matter shifting on its own. When these arrive, do two things. Thank me at once, for gratitude keeps the channel wide open. And let each one strengthen you for the next step, the way each stone in a stream bears you toward the far bank. I do not confirm to entertain you. I confirm to build you. Be patient with the unfolding. Some of what I have promised will meet you quickly, and some will come in stages, each stage arriving when you are ready to keep it. Do not measure my faithfulness by the first week. A harvest is not judged the morning after planting. If a day comes when nothing seems to move and the old doubts lean close and whisper that this night was only a feeling, return to these words. Stand on them again. Feelings visit and leave. My word, once given, stays and works, and it does not return to me empty. You will also find, perhaps sooner than you think, that you have become an answer to someone else. The comfort you receive tonight is not meant to end with you. Someone near you is walking the same dark stretch you have just come through, certain that no one sees them. You will recognize the look in their eyes because it lived in yours. When that moment comes, do not preach. Simply be kind, and speak a little of what you know now to be true. What I poured into you tonight will pour out of you then, and you will discover one of my oldest secrets. The comforted become the comforters, and in giving the comfort away, they keep it. Carry yourself from this night on as one who has heard from me, not proud, for you did nothing to earn this hour, but unafraid, for you did not imagine it either. Let your manner be gentle and your hope be stubborn. When others speak of dread over the days to come, you need not argue. Simply hold your peace like a lamp in a doorway. People will notice that something rests on you that the news of the day cannot shake. Some will ask. Then you may tell them of the one who speaks in the night to ordinary souls who will listen. Hold on to gratitude as your daily bread in this season, not gratitude as a duty, but as a way of seeing. The thankful eye finds my fingerprints everywhere, and the soul that finds me everywhere is never poor. Even before the fullness arrives, thank me in advance, as those who have already seen the harvest standing in the field. Faith speaks that way. It counts what is promised as surely as what is held. Know also that what you are receiving reaches beyond your own days. The faithfulness you have shown and the trust you have renewed tonight plant something that will outlast you. Wells dug by one generation give water to the next. Long after this season has passed, those who come behind you will drink from choices you made in the dark, when no one stood by to praise you for them. Live then, as one who builds further than the eye can see. Nothing placed in my hands is spent only once. And now, receive my blessing, for I do not end this hour without laying my hand upon it. I bless your going out and your coming in from this day forward. I bless the work of your hands, that it may prosper past its natural reach. I bless your table, that it may know plenty, and your door, that it may open to peace and close against harm. I bless your body with strength and your night with rest. I bless the ones you love, near and far, the ones you carry in prayer, and the ones you have entrusted to me through many seasons. I bless the road ahead of you, every mile of it that I have already walked and prepared. What I spoke tonight, I will perform. I am not a man that I should lie, nor a son of man that I should change my mind. Heaven and earth will pass away before one word I have given you falls to the ground. You came to this hour carrying questions. Leave it carrying promises. You came weary. Leave held. The long silence is over, my beloved. The answer is at the door. All that remains is for you to live like one who believes it, one ordinary faithful day at a time with your hand in mine. I am with you always. Not with you until the next hard season. Not with you while the path is clear, but always. When you rise in the morning, I am there before you. When you lie down at night, I keep the watch. When you walk through waters, they will not overwhelm you. And when you walk through fire, it will not consume you. For I have called you by name, and you are mine. Let every fear hear it plainly this night. You belong to me, and I do not lose what is mine, and I do not leave, and I do not fail. Go now into your rest, and let these words keep working while you sleep, for my word labors even when my children cannot. Tomorrow you will rise into the first day of the season we have spoken of, and I will be there to meet you in it, as I have met you here. Seal all you have received tonight with one final amen of faith.
We run on viewer support only. For exclusive member-only content, scan the QR or see the pinned comment. God bless you.